I wanted to talk about FNAF and what I like about it so much, but it's taken me so much to even want to say anything I like about it, because holy fuck, there's so much I hate about it. And that hate had gotten to the point of the Steel World and the entire security breach shit show. I hated everything with FNAF. I was in my hate era, and I violently advocated for old FNAF to come back. And there's still so much I could say in critique, and so much I could talk about how broken security breach is, how the fucking price should have never been reflected in $50 fucking dollars, even if you got refunded or blah 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 and all that sort of shit, and how broken it was, and how ruins and security breach just broke the lore to a new point that made so many people quit and hate everything about FNAF, because of course it's gonna be fucking towards kids now. right. But I don't want to make this I hate video. I don't want to spread hate or criticism, because that's not what this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be me talking about things I like, talking about things that make me happy. And right now, only the old games do. So I want to talk about the old games and a little bit of a rant on fan games, probably, because I don't know. The old games, FNAF 1 was back when I was a kid and Golden Freddy was a thing, and we watched Markiplier play it, and I remember back in the day, the one thing I loved so much about the community and loved so much about it back in the day was how the theory kept it alive. I would theorize with my friends day after day. When we found something new or thought about something new, we would talk to one another. I remember we messaged each other like, oh my god, I found this, I found this. This could be a thing, this could be a thing. Talking about the story, talking about how the kids... We were theorizing like it was our job. We were game theorists by heart. And I remember Golden Freddy being such a big point and all of that. And early on, there wasn't that many theorists I can remember, except for Foxy being the good guy, which I found so cute and funny, which would make a lot of sense, honestly. But when FNAF 2 came out, I lost my goddamn shit. And the Mango was my favorite character for such a long time, because, oh my god, it was such a sick design at the time. Of course, you know, I have my critique about it. And it kind of showed its head on being like more child friendly, etc. But like the grittiness, the personality, and how like much love was poured into it, which was just shown by how much Scott worked on all of those games, which is what I fucking hate about Steel Wolves era. It showed so much, and it made me love the game even more. And I remember me and my friend talking about Shadow Bonnie, Shadow Freddy, talking about the Paper Pals. Like, Endo and the Paper Pals were a shock like none other. Because we would look at every single thing. I played it on my phone. I beat that game in FNAF 1 on my phone. I didn't have a PC, so I beat it on my phone. I was one of those. And though I love the game design and audio design of FNAF 1, I do give my praise on FNAF 2 being quite fun. It left an impression on me. And the arcade games were really fun to do. I remember trying to like speedrun my way into the arcade games by dying repetitively or some shit. And I would play all the games and talk to my friends about it. And then FNAF 3 came around, and at the time I hated it, but after Pastra's video, which I rewatched way later, I kind of found a lot of good things about it. The gameplay is boring as shit, and there's no real threat aside from Springtrap, which is... oh my god. But I did love the story, and I've heard a lot of people talk about like, oh yeah, FNAF should have ended off FNAF 3, but I do disagree with that. because the bad ending seems to be the one that's canon, but also because it just would not make sense to show the spirits still actively being there and then say, oh yeah, it's over, you're done. And there were so many questions we had at the time, like, who is Springtrap? Who is Golden Freddy? What's the deal with the kids? We didn't even know about Henry at the time, which is just like so fucking mind-blowing to think back on. But after FNAF 3 and the iconic scene of Springtrap getting killed, which, hell yeah, he deserved to die, we got FNAF 4, which, holy shit, that spawned the worst era of FNAF ever. Dream Theory was good. I'll come out and say it. Dream Theory was good. I like Dream Theory. Why? Because it makes sense. It was supposed to explain things from the previous games. Now it doesn't. We had Dream Theory, we had one good thing, and we destroyed it. The game itself was lovely. I can't play because I will have a panic attack. Which kind of leads into another game that I'm going to talk about later probably. But I loved it so much, and although the other games, I could talk about it so much, I could just sit here and rant. But what I want to say is, all the games up to FNAF 6 were brilliant. They were great. The books, it's okay, I guess. It does make sense at the time. But the reason why I love all the old games is because they had that personality. It was clear Scott poured love and affection and all of his blood and tears into each of the games to give us something. The passion behind those games showed, but when it became a corporate thing, Steel Walls, that fell off. And security breach happened, rules happened. I'm not going to speak about it because I will end up getting so angry. But that leads me on to the fan games. The reason why I love the fan games so much more than the actual mainline series is because they have that grittiness, they have that passion, they have the story. It's not, oh yeah, this looks like it's supposed to be meant for fucking kids. Well, security breach, you know, and ruins. And even fucking Secret on Mimic, you can't argue that it doesn't, because it still is holding back and it does not have that same personality. It has a slower, like, it feels like a slower, like, progression into it getting better, but I still feel like it feels like it's made for money, not for the love of the fans or the community. It feels like it's made for the money. I'm just gonna straight up say that. But with the fan games, it feels like there's put passion into it, love, care. Oblivious Castle, which is one of my favorite fan games, is so iconic. It is so good. It has a great design for all of the characters. They're silly, goofy, but they also work. They make you scared, but make you want to learn more about the story. There's Easter eggs that perfectly fit in the universe, and though they give some silly shit, make sense for the story. Oblivious Castle and Five Nights at Treasure Island made me love creepypastas because they were so fucking good at being terrifying. Some people say they look goofy, which I can understand, but you know, to each their own. What worked was the passion and the love and care, and genuinely they felt scary. I still can't play through Oblivious Casa because of the sections with hourglass. I can't. I will have a panic attack. And Treasure Island I did max modes of because I adore the game so much. Though it was FNATI, but worse. I can't remember what it was called. FNATI Bastan or something. Mine is a Flumpty, one at a Flumpty, which let's keep it short because I'm so disappointed with how that went. It was so good. It was so fun. It scared the shite out of me, even when the characters looked so goofy. FNAF in real time, remaking FNAF, still gave that same fear, still gave that same interest and intrigue, and honestly has one of the best. Foxy Nights, quote unquote, was so fucking good, and I spoke about that in another video actually, which made me want to make this video. Find as a Frederick, giving Goofy a still scary paw. Find as a Frederick is a perfect, like, mixture, in my opinion, of goofy and intriguing. It had arcade games, it had a story, how the boss fight was insanely cool, but I never, the goofiness didn't take away from how I felt fear every single time any of the animatronics came into the fucking office. Bernard is the main one, because genuinely, what the fuck did he eat? He became so tall, and him standing over you is fucking terrifying. Him grabbing Foxy, or whatever his name is, I can't remember, and like yeeting him out to go inside makes you so fucking terrified every single time. And there's like, there is love for the new games. There is things, and I've been starting to watch theory videos again and watch videos about the newer games again, because I want to like it. I want to still love FNAF. But I will majorly interact with the FNAF fan games compared to the actual mainline games, and that says something. And that's sad. Genuinely. That's something I miss a lot. Will get back my trust and the people's trust. I think they are trying to. I think they genuinely are trying to with Secret and Mimic, but I don't know. I don't genuinely know. Because I don't feel like FNAF should have ever went corporate. It should have never been something that felt like it was made for the purpose of money. To get as much money as they could from anyone, compared to actual passion. I wanted to tell a compelling story. And I've heard people argue either side, and genuinely, I don't know what I feel about it. But I want to talk about it and just, you know, enjoy everything. And this is not made for any hate, any harassment. Please do not go and create a toxic environment. This is about me talking about things I like and giving genuine criticism. And I don't want to see any bullshit about it, because this is supposed to be a fun, dumb video, me ranting to the void. Literally, this series was gonna be called, oh yeah, Into the Void, because it's me yelling into the void. It's never meant to be taken as hate or meant to be used in an argument for or against, because that's not what the purpose of this is. So I hope people stay vigilant and stay happy and have fun and talk about things they like, because there's too much toxicity in this world. Thank you.